Have you ever gone to work feeling anxious even before you walk through that door? And have you ever questioned yourself and wondered if you're the problem? So today I want to talk about something a lot of people don't talk about openly. And this is how to survive a toxic workplace. But before I talk about how to survive a toxic workplace, I just want to mention some of the signs of a toxic workplace that a lot of people deal with, but they never talk about it openly. So one of the signs that I've seen and a lot of people have experienced is workload always increasing, your workload. So, and your pay doesn't, so every year you're given more responsibilities and more expectations are expected from you, more, given more projects, but your salary never changes to reflect the amount of work that you're doing. All you hear people saying, or your team leads, is you're doing a great job, but your pay slip never changes. It remains the same. Number two, promises are constantly broken. Being told next year we'll review your salary, we'll promote you next year, but come next year, nothing ever happens. And this is what a lot of people go through. Number three, you feel guilty taking your annual leave, something that you've worked hard to gain. You feel guilty taking it. You answer work emails while you're on leave, not because you want to, but you feel you're pressured to, because you're not so sure if you go back to your workplace, your job will still be waiting for you, and you always feel like you always need to protect your job. Number three, another thing, you always feel guilty for resting. This is when you've taken that leave. So number four, you're always stressed. Sunday evenings, when you're about to go out the next day, you become depressed. Monday mornings, you have anxiety. You dread opening your laptop. You're not enjoying what you do. Your body is telling you something, and you need to listen to your body. Number five, you never feel appreciated. Mistakes are noticed very quickly, but your successes, nobody notices them. No one talks about it. No one congratulates you. Nobody does anything about them. No matter how much you do, you will never feel safe in that environment. Number six, office politics matter more than performance. Promotions aren't always based on merit in that environment. The loudest person or the loud voice wins at the end of the day. That is a toxic workplace that you're working in. Number seven, your confidence starts disappearing. You stop believing in yourself. You start asking yourself, maybe I'm not good enough. Sometimes, understand this. It is not you. It is the environment that you're working in. Number eight, and this is very big. Your values are always compromised. You're expected to stay silent when anything goes wrong. You're supposed to ignore unethical behavior because you don't know who. Even if you go to report, you don't know who's compromised. You're not safe, because if you report, it's going to turn on you. So that is a toxic working environment that you're in. Another major one, is there's no growth. Years pass, you're in still same position. You've never been offered, or when training comes up, you're never considered for that training. You just remain in the same place, and you start feeling stuck in that place. That is a major sign that you're in a toxic workplace. Number 10, your mental health and physical health starts suffering. You're constantly exhausted. You can't sleep. You dream of work instead of dreaming about other things. You're dreaming of work. Maybe something you haven't been able to do. You stop enjoying yourself outside the workplace. You're always thinking about what have I done? What have I not done? Understand that you need to protect your mental health, and you need to be well rested. But if you're not doing that, you're in a toxic working environment. But how do you survive this toxic work environment? And for me, there are three major things that you can do for you to be able to survive and move on to your next chapter. So number one, don't live emotionally. Don't live emotionally. A lot of people make a mistake of doing this. You stop caring, you stop performing, and you become so bitter. You don't want to talk to people at the office. Instead, it can be hard, but instead do this. Remain professional, protect your reputation, because that's all you need to do, and do your work well. The same way you entered in that organization or your company, please perform to those expectations that you previously held. So that's one of the major things that you need to do. Number two, start preparing before you leave. What do I mean start preparing before you leave? Before you resign, build your savings. And I usually say, for me, start building. Have at least 4 to 6 months or even more worth of saving, if you can have worth of savings, so that you know, even if you don't get a job immediately, you're covered for a few months before you get that job, or you figure out what to do. Is it a business you want to do? Do you want to venture into other things? At least you'll have room to breathe. And then update your CV. If you want to get employed, learn a new skill and apply quietly. No need of shouting, no need of telling one in the office. Do this quietly before you move on. And then the third thing that is very important, protect your mental health. If it's too much, get somebody you can speak with, that you trust, somebody you can vent to. And then another thing, exercise and rest. Regardless of the workload that you have, rest is very important. And another thing, keep your identity outside your job. If you're being invited for a party and you feel like you need to go for that party, leave that work. It's your personal time. Go for that party. If you want to go take coffee, enjoy yourself. Your job is what you do. It is not you. You're not your job. So protect your inner peace. And if you're watching this and you're in a difficult workplace, don't lose hope. Please, don't lose hope. Prepare wisely. Most importantly, prepare wisely. I've given you 3 steps that you can do that. And then live professionally. The same way you came in to that particular work environment, please live the same way with your dignity intact, because your peace is worth protecting.